Hi, this is Amy, and this is what I wore for the month of August. As always, I'm going to do this video by what I wore by day, and we'll get started. My cycle started on Sunday in the morning, so I put in my new Yuki cup. I was really nervous about giving this cup a try because it has such a firm rim, but overall it's just a really much firmer cup than everything else I have. But it was fantastic. I love this cup, and I wore it every day this cycle. So anyway, I really liked it. I put it in, I wore it for about 4 hours, and it was maybe about a quarter of the way full, maybe a little bit higher than the grip rings here. When I put this in, I also put on my Delightful Rhythms 9-inch. This is like a moderate, I think. It's got the 2 stars there. This is a cotton top, little apples, just cute. I really like this pad. It's nice and comfy. And since I wasn't sure how the cup was going to do, if I'd done it right, I wanted to make sure I had some good backup that day. It was fine. I actually left this pad on. After 4 hours, when I took my Yuki cup out, I then put in my new Sea Sponge tampon. And I've already done a video about this and sort of my first impressions of it and experience getting it all set and everything. I will post that video maybe somewhere over here, link it, I mean, if you'd like to go back and watch that. Just a quick recap. I sanitized it with tea tree oil and hydrogen peroxide. I was so excited when I took it out of that sanitized with water. After I took it out of that I went and directly inserted it without rinsing it. Yikes, right? Thank goodness, because I guess probably because I only used like a quarter of a cup of hydrogen peroxide to my tea tree oil. It wasn't very much. I had no reaction, nothing. It was totally fine. I asked advice on Facebook. Some people said take it out. Others said I should be fine. I figured since I wasn't having any feeling reaction to it that I was probably okay, and I was. I wore this for about 4 hours, as I said, and it was fine. It was dry going in. When I took it out, only maybe a quarter to half of it looked like it had absorbed any fluid, so then it was dry coming back out too. So that was not very comfortable. Anyway, that's first thoughts, first use. I didn't have any leaking, so that's good, right? Yeah, maybe I'll do another like after wearing impressions video. So I took this back out, and then the rest of the day, because I wasn't bleeding very much, so that was evening, I think. Yeah, I just put on then my new moon pad, which I think is pretty cool. She even embroidered moon into it. Can you see that? The M, and she made moons for O's, and then the N is really hard to see because of the coloring on this pad. But it's a very pretty pad. I really like it, and that's better. Yeah. It's a heavy, and I like these wings, these kind of tab wings with the 2 snaps on it. And I didn't, this pad is the one that came in my feminine wear pad box. It is 10 inches, maybe 11. No, it's 11, sorry. And what I didn't notice until after I did my video was it has this tag on here, and it's going to be really hard to see already because I can tell that it's faded. But it says moon cloth on there. That's the maker of it. They're a UK maker. And then on the back here, let me flip it this way. Maybe you can read it. So it is actually marked, see, of what this pad is. So I'll kind of, this first one is the style. And so they have an original, new moon style, and then like full moon, and I'm not sure what that one says. This is already faded so much. I've only washed it twice, sorry. I washed it to prep it, and then now to wear it. And then this is the backing. So there's micro, polar, or wind pro are the options. So this is a polar back fleece. And then this over here is the topper. There's bamboo, cotton, or polyester. I just learned that polyester is the generic name for minky. So cool. Or they have a line for something else. And then the absorbency here, light, regular, plus, or night. So I thought this tag thing was a really great idea, but now that it's been washed twice and you can see how faded it is not such a great idea maybe. Anyway, love this pad. It's super soft and it held up fantastic for that first night. Holy moly, that's only night 1. All right, day 2, Monday, I'm at work, so of course I'm wearing a thong. Pretty Echo Intimates, 6-inch thong. I wear these all the time, flannel. Of course, I put in my Yuki cup again. Ooh, that is hot. There we go. Put in my Yuki cup again, and it was great. But day 2 is always my heaviest day, and I was back to work. I work in education. I'm a teacher administrator, and so I'm in the middle of meetings with first day everything. It was just crazy, and after 4 hours, I went to the restroom, and it's leaking. And I wasn't expecting it to be leaking after 4 hours already, that my flow was that heavy. So I went into one of the children's stalls, bathrooms, not to a teacher bathroom where I would be more comfortable to change it and to empty it. So I take it out, and, you know, like I've already said, this thing's a little firmer. And of course, I have what happens to every woman at some point who uses a cup. I dropped it in the children's bathroom. Thank God nobody else was near, so they didn't see. But yeah, it was ugly. And then on top of the fact, oh my God, now I have to wash it. You know, I have gone to the bathroom before, emptied my cup, not been in a position where I could wash it or anything, you know, wipe it up a little bit, reinsert. But I've dropped it on the floor. I have to wash it. I cannot just reinsert it. So what do I have to do? Do the little toilet paper thing to get myself all cleaned up, pull my clothes on, go out of the stall, wash it, and then go back in. Yes. The nightmare did happen. Thank God nobody walked in, though, that I had to explain what I was doing. Although, what am I talking about? I probably would have loved explaining what I was doing and what this thing is. Anyway, that was the start of my Monday. Just crazy. So yeah, it leaked after 4 hours just because my flow was that heavy. So I'm thinking this is too small for me, or maybe this was a heavy month though, I will admit that. So I reinserted it for another 4 hours. Monday was literally a 15-and-a-half-hour day at work for me. So I wore it for another 4 hours. It had just barely started to leak again. So I decided to put in my Sea Sponge tampon again. Let's give it another try. It's been rinsed and washed and everything now. I inserted it, and that was all fine. Again, it feels a little bulky. I have like those air bubble kind of things that happen. I don't know. Or maybe it's me feeling my gush. I don't know. I have these feelings every once in a while that are kind of awkward. But other than that, it was fine, except for the fact, like I said, it was a crazy, hectic day at work, and I didn't think about taking it out for 8 hours. Yes, I really was at work that long. So it didn't come out until I got home that night, which is bad because a tampon you're only supposed to leave in for about 4 hours, right? So that was concerning. And even after 4 hours, though, it was definitely half full, but only the bottom half because I have a low cervix. So it was, I'm guessing this thing fits up alongside my cervix or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, bad me for leaving it in for so long. But it didn't leak out. Well, it started to a little bit, but not really. I don't know. So that's that. That night, when I got home, I put on my 11-inch Enviromenstrual. I am loving this pad. So it's got this cloth back. minky top. This is just, I love this pad. Heavy. It's fantastic. I do have to say, like, even that late at night, I felt gushy. It was really odd. Like I said, it was a heavy cycle. So I only wore this for maybe an hour, maximum 2 hours. And then, oh my God, my neighbor's music. I hope you can't hear that. Then I put on my new Yurtcraft 12-inch The Bunnies pad. Aren't they cute? So it was really funny when I went to put this pad on. I said to my boyfriend, partner, I said, I'm going to kill the rabbits. And he didn't get it because we're TTCing, and I'm sure, hopefully you've heard the saying about the rabbit died, you know, early pregnancies tests where the rabbit died. Haha. Anyway, I thought I was being really funny. He didn't get it because he's never heard that before. I wore this overnight. Like I said, it's a heavy and it's a fantastic pad. Boy, am I rattling on today. Sorry. And we're at 11 minutes. Holy moly. I hope you've stuck with me. Day 3, I put in my Yurtcraft. I wore my new We Essentials knit top. Pretty blue flowers. I leaked again because I left it in a little too long. I left it in for 6 hours? 6 hours, I think. Yeah, about 6. And I started to leak. But I didn't leak through the pad or anything. But I decided it was enough that I needed to change my pad when I emptied my cup. So I put on another Pretty Echo Intimates flannel. They're starting to look worn. It's been a year and a half. It's fair. I wore it for about another 6 hours probably. And then I got home. I put on my 9-inch Environmental. Isn't that fabric just gorgeous? Pretty purple flowers. Yes, that's me. And then this is called a micro fleece top. It's super soft, and this thing held up really great. And I have to say, after I do a soak in my cleaning, when I took it out of the soak, I could still see where I had bled, you know, mainly like in this center area. And I thought, oh no, it has stained. And so I took it to the sink and I rinsed it, and it cleaned right up. So I thought that was really interesting. It was like it was there, but it wasn't. On the other hand, this We Essentials, it took me like a whole extra day of stain cleaning, stain treating to try and get the stain out from it. Blue pads, that's what they say. Alrighty, day 4, finally. Day 4, I put in the Yuki cup again. I wore it for 13 hours, and I had just a little bit, you know, down here again. All day I wore my We Essentials flannel butterflies. This is also new. Love this little thing, as I do all my We Essentials pads. That night, since it was day 4, I typically don't bleed at all at night, but I was still a little bit. So I put on just this Echo cloth. This is a knit top, also flowers, 8-inch with this fleece back. Must be like a polar fleece or something, because this is only the second time I've worn it, and look how pilly that is. Anyway, it's a nice soft pad. I think this must be like a heavy or something, because it is a thick little monster. Anyway, day 5, because I had bled still on Thursday night, on day 4 night, I thought, well, I better wear something. Again, I'm at school, first week of school, it's chaos. I'm not getting to the restroom very often. So I put in my Maluna small soft cup. You know, I always say I love this thing. It's just so squishy. And you can just really tell, like, such a difference. Such a difference. Anyway, I wore this for about 12 hours. There was practically nothing in it, just, you know, the little brown remnants, whatever. Sorry if that's TMI for you. I wore my We Essentials brown liner. How fitting, right? You know I love that one. And then that night I put on my Lazy Creek Boutique, this little cotton top liner, just because I love it. And I just wanted to wear something just in case, because, like I said, I'd been a little heavy. Anyway, this video has gone on way too long. I am super sorry I have babbled for so long, but thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you have a great day.